So welcome to Smoltzy and Friends today. This is going to be another car conversation using my hands-free kit. So safety is number one priority. But these are just thoughts that come to my head, and then I do some audio adjustments when I get back to the studio and actually re-record it. But these are thoughts that come to me, and I want to capture them. So I don't normally recommend a movie. But I watched a movie yesterday, actually on Mother's Day on Netflix, called Nonnas. And it's actually based on a true story of a gentleman that started a restaurant. I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, but his name is Joe Scaravella. And he opens up a restaurant on Staten Island. And he hires Nonnas, better known as his grandmothers in the Italian side. And it hit home for me. It was pretty emotional. I haven't had my Italian grandmother in many, many years, but the things that hit home is when he was a young person, when Vince was a young person in the role of the movie, he used to taste the sauce that they were making, his mother and his nonna. Mine would be Grandma Beta. And I would get that bowl and I would be able to test it. And it was just good time to hang with grandma and mom, and sometimes just with Grandma Beta and I, and homemade bread and dip it in there and taste the noodles. Miss those times. Usually it was on a Sunday. We'd have a big dinner at noon, and it was a many course meal. Multiple pastas, multiple meats, vegetables, salad, cookies, tea, just a lot. And just the fellowship was awesome. And we did it every Sunday. And it was just great family time, and I missed that. But what's great about it is my mom would continue that tradition, and relatives would continue that tradition. And as of today, my mom is still with us, thank God. But my wife would continue that tradition. And now my son is continuing that tradition. And now my daughters are continuing that with their family unit. So just so much fun, so much fun. But one of the stories that I remember, and I'll protect the name of this person, is brought somebody to my grandmother's place and forewarned them on how our meals go, and that it's a 7-course meal, and don't put too much on your plate of one particular course, which is normally the pasta. And it's about how many portions you do of each course versus just putting a mound on. And unfortunately, my friend put a mountain of pasta on their plate, and I would do multiple portions, and then each course would come. I would put some additional portions, and my friend was still working on that mountain of pasta. And at one point, I remember Grandma Beta saying, "Miguel, your friend don't like my food." And I just said he's new. And I just remember those moments and just how cool it was to just hang with Grandma and bring friends by and let them experience what we did. Because I would talk about our Thanksgivings and how much food we have and what time we started and what time we ended. And I miss those moments. And so again, as I drive and I just feel things get put on my heart to share, I wanted to record this. I wanted to capture this and then re-record it with better audio. And this really comes off the heels of Mother's Day. And if you no longer have your grandmother or no longer have your mother, I'm sorry. But what I would say is whoever is still around in your life, make sure you reach out to them. Make sure you give them a call. Maybe even stop by. Familia is the heart. It is just what I love so much. And I'm so fortunate to have family members. I've lost some in the past, but they're still in my heart. So thank you for listening. Thank you for always tuning in. What I would say is this: enjoy your family time. Don't take it for granted. Make somebody smile. And until next time, enjoy what you have and don't take it for granted.